I find myself doom scrolling a lot to get out of the things that I remember, things that I actually feel is necessary for me to kind of face. So I know it's because the things that I need to expose, the things that I need to talk about, and this is coming from someone who has spoken to several therapists. I have gone to therapy for the past 3.5 years. I have gone to therapy. I've seen several therapists, and I came across a video one day where a woman was talking about therapy and having emotional intelligence, because a lot of times the counselors and the psychologists that I was assigned to would tell me, like, you know what to do, like, you understand what you have to do, what's going on, you understand why this is making your life stagnant. So like you know everything that's going on, but it's like for some reason I can't focus on like letting those things go. And I think most of it has to do with the fact that I have not had the proper space to be able to express the things that I have gone through. Like being essayed, being R worded, being abused, not just by, physical abuse or emotional abuse or, childhood trauma abuse, but also physical abuse by one of my partners that I spent 8 years with. Um, it's hard for me to come out and speak about these things. I don't know why. But what I keep remembering is that I kind of, when they tell you to journal, like write these things down in your book and like journal it out, it's hard for me to do that as well because I have a traumatic experience with journaling. So if you guys see any of my videos, like when I first used to post like vigorously on this app, I explained that at one point in time when it was exposed that I was being violated as a young girl, I wasn't the one who actually came out to tell this information. I most of the times wrote it in my journal. And my older sister and her best friend thought it was a good idea, a funny idea, to read my journal. And when they read my journal, not only did they like scrutinize me for the things that I wrote in my journal, but they also called my mom and told my mom about it. And that was when, that's the most traumatic thing that sticks with me because they finally had found out from my end through my journal that I had been essayed, I had been R worded by people that were close to the family, and they interrogated me the entire time. On top of that, I was beaten, and it was under the guise that I had lost my virginity. At this time, I was 13 years old, so it was under the guise that I had lost my virginity. But most of the things that my mother, interrogated me about had to do with me being essayed and R worded by this close family friend. And then when I was 15 years old, I was going through a lot. I didn't understand what I was dealing with. I didn't understand why I had so much anger in me. I didn't understand why I had always had these suicidal ideations, why I felt so undeserving. And then, as well, counselors that I had, advised me to actually start writing back in my journal, that it was healthy writing my journal. And I was staying with the aunt at that time because I had been kicked out at 15 years old by my mom. And I was staying with an aunt at one time and writing in my journal, just self expressing, trying to write out these things that I was feeling and I was going through, thinking that I had the privacy of my own self, speaking to my own self through this journal. And lo and behold, she found my journal and started reading it too, you know, and used it against me, used my own feelings and thoughts and emotions against me, and made it seem as if I was just this horrible person because I was expressing myself on how I was being treated and how I felt, with living with her. And they didn't understand. A lot of people don't understand that I harbor and hold a lot of things in because I was programmed from a very young age to shut up. I was the child that always spoke the truth. Like, if there was someone who talked to me that was outside of the family, or someone who asked a question, or I was in the room and something was said, I would be the one to tell the truth. And the only reason why I was built like that was because I was beaten to tell the truth. And I figured that if I tell the truth, I wouldn't get beaten no more. Needless to say, that didn't happen. So made it my I always made it my mission to always tell the truth, no matter what. If it makes me look bad, if I get in trouble, I'm going to always tell the truth, because the truth made me feel better. I didn't feel bad after telling the truth. I felt bad after telling a lie. And then if that lie ever got exposed, I would have to tell another lie. That kind of came from my grandma too, because it was like, you tell one lie, you have to say another one in order to cover up that lie. So don't lie, you know. And so, you know, it's just really hard. It's really hard because I realize that it's causing me to be stagnant in where I'm really trying to go, because I'm not able to freely use my throat chakra to express myself. And honestly, the person who violated me is still out there roaming around in Tampa, Florida. I did do a video exposing him, but it's just like, trying to just find my way around speaking out and talking about things, and feeling like I'm being, this force is stopping me. Like there's something out there that keeps getting in my way and stopping me and distracting me from being able to express everything. And maybe also because there's a part of me where I feel like I just shut up and let it be, and I just allowed to be treated the way that I was treated. I just accepted it because I'm so prone to abuse. It has become the norm for me. I just accepted it, and I haven't spoken out for myself. I didn't take up for myself. And so there's so many parts of me, and so many little girl parts of me, young teenage parts of me, young woman parts of me. Even as a grown 30, almost 34-year-old woman, there's parts of me that feel as if I did myself injustice by staying silent throughout all the trauma that I experienced from friends, family members, partners, and jobs. And so I have to use this platform as a means to start telling my story. Because if I don't get it out, knowing that I have a problem with how I get it out, the journaling just doesn't work for me. I used to express myself through music. I still do that, but I don't put that stuff out. And just like in my last video, this is the age of Aquarius. It's the awakening. Like everything has to be exposed. The truth has to be exposed. And maybe a part of me is trying to protect some people and save face. And I don't owe them that. I don't owe any of you that, because you did not give me the same grace and the same mercy. And I'm talking to those people out there that knows, like not just the people that actually were my violators and were the people who victimized me, not just you guys, because y'all follow me and y'all watch my videos. And I know you guys are watching everything that I do on all my social media platforms. My baby daddy, mama, sister, cousin, all y'all, I know y'all watching. I'm not just talking about y'all. I'm talking about the people that were there, that also witnessed the abuse and the mistreatment that I had endured and gone through with these same people, and didn't speak up for me either. And maybe that's a thing. Maybe y'all need to be exposed too, because I didn't deserve the treatments that I received. No normal human being deserves to be treated like that. So this made me feel better. This had to come out, and it will start eventually being able to come out, and I will be speaking more on the heinous things that I endured from my own community of people, my own friends, people I laid down with and was in a relationship with and nurtured and loved and showed love to. It was these same people that were the only ones that I could say betrayed me for real. So I'm thankful I did this.